Cool. You locked in? We good? Okay.
Jesus peace in my heart, you can't snatch this. Holy Spirit in my soul.
What's good, beautiful people? So this is a re-recording of an already pre-recorded video that will not transfer over to my laptop correctly. So the reason why you see me in the same shirt as another shirt is because I'm re-recording, okay? Okay, now we got you caught up. What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Kayla, Kylah. Please don't forget the H. So the topic of this video is pretty much give you a nice catch up about what's been going on, why it's been like MIA, but why it's also a celebration with MIA type thing. But yeah, so initially, y'all know I was with my dad, with my stepmom and my 3 other siblings there. We were chopping it up, having a good time. And then I got hurt at work. Had to hop on a plane. Now in Missouri, hanging with my mom's side of the family. And, getting myself ready. I've been doing my internship. I'm a policy researcher. So pretty much all that I do, what I do is that I'm studying and researching everything from Virginia politics. So I recorded this segment at least 3 times. I'm tired of recording this segment. Y'all gonna hear about me trying to record this segment. First, I recorded it transferred partially. Like it transferred to the cloud, but then it wouldn't transfer to my Mac. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. Then I did it again, and then it said, oh, the video didn't process. So you just fancy way of saying, oh, you didn't record. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. Then I get to the third and final time, and I record it. It's there. Now they're saying the file's too big for the transfer. When times ago, I recorded videos twice as long as that, and they did perfectly fine. I don't know what the beef is with me and Apple, but I'm gonna need y'all to fix this relationship that we got. Because it's you, not me, babe. It's you, not me. But we're gonna get into this video. So this video is a catch up. Your girl has ghosted YouTube. Yes, I have. And for intentional and non-intentional reasons. Simple. That's the excuse. That is the statement. That is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So number one, your girl wasn't feeling it. Like I tried it, and then I was just like, I have no content. So then I was just like, I'm gonna spend my time studying, because it was just like I was stuck in my head about like the whole idea of being aesthetic and living my life when I really wasn't doing nothing but going to work and going back to my dad's house over in the VA. So it was just like, okay, that's the realistic of what I gotta do. So I'm gonna just grind it out. So then, boom. Then I get, a couple weeks in, and then I'm like, yeah, let me record something. So I record. Right now they're in my laptop, handy dandy laptop, and they're like, oh, song reviews. So I'm like, cool, I love that. And then I looked at it, I was just like, I need to edit it. But then I'm just like, I really don't want to record this, because there's one thing in it, I don't know if y'all gonna point it out, but there's one thing in it where I just like, but I started editing it, so you might see it. I mean, you will see it in due time, but that's that. Then get to the I get to work. Accident, not too much, because some involved. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to take an emergency trip back to Missouri. Now I'm doing PT and healing, rejuvenating, taking care of myself, all those things. And all that jumble up to say is that in these next few parts, you'll see me at my real raw state of what I was feeling, what I was going through, and like kind of like fresh out of like grieve my plans and giving back to God. That was a big thing. And then persevering through mentally and like physically, like literally physically, what I've been going through, my healing of reflecting and stuff like that. So I'll let you know how I got through it, what's the tea to come. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, like now this is me present. It's just like I'm better, doing good, and all that other stuff was like temporary. But it was just like that stuff after you see this is like real. Like this Christian walk ain't for the light, you know what I'm saying? But once you get in it, you locked in. Part 2. So that's pretty much my life, my emotions, all the things that's been going on for the past like month. You get what I'm saying? But now we're getting to the part. This is part 2. It's just like, how did I get myself out of the slumps? You know what I'm saying? If I keep it a buck, it's it took a lot of reflection, number one, like going back and reading like the promises, you know, the brainstorming, everything that I wrote, because I just got so much time on my hands. It's just like it really took some time to reflect and understanding that like things that I receive off the jump a lot of times is a draft, right? And you know, when it comes to writing a paper, it's just like the first paper you write when it comes to an assignment or a prompt, however you want to put it, it's just like, that's your draft, dog. Like, that's your rough draft. Everybody can write, but that first one, that's your trash one. So, you know, revise it, have other eyes see it, have, you know, take time. Part 2.1 of the whole shebang is what story? All right, let me give a little bit of context. So what I realized is, no, that's not what I realized. So part 2.1 of this whole thing, because ran out of storage again, is that I had to address my grief and then allow myself to mentally, physically grieve. Like, I really did. And during that whole grieving period, it was just like, oh, the thought and memory of David, his stories, but in particular is the Psalms. And it was just like, if I'm going to fall forward in this predicament and this circumstance while being content in what it is, I have to be honest like David, be transparent as David, and address my emotions, feelings, thoughts, all together, and give it back to God. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, dang. I like, after that revelation, it was just like, I ain't never been so tight-lipped to God in my life. I think it was like one day, and it was just like, yo, I literally told, like, after I got that revelation, I had to keep it a buck, because, you know, that's me in his relationship. I was just like, yo, just give me a day. I really don't want to talk to you. I don't really want to be around you. Like, I was hurting. Like, it was really like I was hurting. I was just like, I don't want to talk to you. I need a break. And then that's what I did. I just had to take that one day break, and then I came back and realized how disgusted I felt after that day. But it was just like, that's how I feel. That's what I wanted to do. And when I came back, warmth, embrace, like it was my first time meeting him all over again type thing. And it was just like, yo, that's where I had to be like, keep it a buck. Like, I had to let him know. It's just like, I'm angry. Like, I literally had to tell him, like, yo, I'm angry. I'm frustrated with you. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is not fair. Like, I was cursing him out because that's not how I was feeling. That's not, you know, the truth that I was giving him. But it was just like, I had to give it straight up. Like, oh my God, I've never been so frustrated with God in my life before. But it was just like how he handled my emotions and how I was thinking. It was just like, dang, you're really such a good father. And in that moment when he was acknowledging my emotions and thoughts and all that, it was just like, the key thing, it was just like, you don't understand now, but you will later, and like, I'm protecting you, like, I'm caring for you, like, my love has never changed for you. Those things that I've told you before hasn't changed for you, but it's just like, you gotta go back to Missouri. You know, that job, no more. And it was just like, okay. And then a week later from that moment, I realized it was just like, oh, you were really fathering me in that moment. We were building our trust and relationship in that moment. And it's just like, once I had that understanding, from there, it was just like, kind of made me cry, because it was just like, dang, I treated you so badly for those 24 hours. Because imagine, like, you could have took those 24 hours away from me, but you actually gave me to let me have them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. There's a little extra in there of how, you know, for people to grab. But that was that. So then the part 3, end all be all of it, was, it's a little bit of two. It's finding a church, being secure in my relationship, and going to a new church and embracing that, and then worship. I get a lot of work done when I put on the right worship music and put myself in that correct space. Like, I get a lot of work done, but it's just like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like the idea of having 2 weeks to do it and then not doing it for those 13 days exactly. I get to day 14 and it's just like I'm cramming to the final 3 hours to get it done. It was just like, girl, if you just allow you to put yourself in the right headspace in the first day, then you wouldn't be there on the last day. But then that could also have a little bit to do with my ADHD, but still, that's one other thing. But like worship really, for me and all Christians, is like, of course it's like, oh, that's the key thing to all your relationship. But it's just like, nah. I understand why it's a key thing for my personal relationship, for my responsibilities and accountability, and just me just being me. Like, putting on the right worship music always makes my day. But then not understanding like the depths of worship is like through your actions and things that you do for God, all those things. But it's just like, if I don't wake up with the whole good morning to God, it's just like I didn't go to bed right type thing. Like, that's how I realize with worship, it's like, it's more than a song, it's more than a tune, and it's more than just words. Like, it's really the actions and the other stuff, you put to it to get it all together. So I really hope this helps some folks. I really hope, to my, new familia, that I didn't worry y'all too much. Your girl is safe. The heart is beating, you get what I'm saying? But the hair is dead. I'm not gonna lie. Taking care, doing a lot of self-care did help a lot. And family, of course, helped a lot too. But yeah, I think to tie this all together with part 1, part 2, is just like, the year's not over yet. He's not done with me yet. And it's just like, embrace what you have now. Like, when it comes, for me, it's just like the time that I have. It's just like, my true goal is to have my storefront done and fully operating before I start school. So initially it was gonna be August 1st, but then I was just like, if August 1st ain't it, then we can do like the 3rd or 2nd week of August type thing. And it's just like, have a consistent schedule in my YouTube. It's just like, that's what I hope to do for the next weeks, like all the way up until like the week before I go back, because I go back like 23rd ish, so whatever, 7 days before. It's like 18. Is that even right? 23rd. I'm not about to do that math right now. But the week before the 23rd, it's just like, all right, let me lock in with that. And it's just like, I still got time. Not like, oh, I take it for granted, but it's just like, no, like, now I got the revelation, I got the word, I got, God backing me, and we back on, aligned with one another. It's just like, cool, let's lock in, let's get it going. Let's not, this right here is representation of falling forward. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did fall. If there was a bigger word than fall that I could use, because it's not stumble, I splat. That's what we're gonna say. I splatted so hard. It's just like I went forward. Like, that's what the game is. Just like being content and falling forward. That's literally what it is. But yeah, stay tuned for more. Hope y'all have a great evening, morning, all the things in between. I love y'all. And please, one request, drop some word of encouragement, either my page, in the comments, or like, I know I've been on TikTok, so it's just like, everybody's starting a YouTube channel, so it's just like drops like random word of encouragement, either in like the TikTok, Instagram, no matter where. You know what I'm saying? Or just give it verbally to the people that who's on this like content creating journey, or just trying to, do their thing. Like, really be that love, anyways, that's my one thing. Word of encouragement to a random person. Not random person, dang, that's not me. But like, y'all get what I'm saying. We locked in. That's all I gotta say. Peace.